On a scorching highway, two dusty puppies stood upright on their hind legs, their tiny front paws pressed together, as if begging, what happened next broke a man's heart. It was a quiet afternoon on a long stretch of highway. Trucks roared past, kicking up waves of dust and wind. The road shimmered under the brutal sun, and the world seemed too busy to care. Just off the shoulder, half hidden in weeds and gravel, was a torn burlap sack. It looked like trash, tossed carelessly into the ditch, but inside it, barely alive, was a mother dog. Her fur was soaked in blood. One of her legs bent in the wrong direction. Her breathing was shallow, her ribs rising and falling slowly beneath the flies. She had no energy to move. No voice left to cry. Butch wasn't alone. Beside her were two puppies, about 6 or 7 weeks old, thin, dirty, and frightened. Their fur, once pale cream and soft yellow, was now matted with dust and oil. They were too young to understand cruelty, but old enough to know something was wrong. Mama wasn't getting up. So they did the only thing they could do. With uncertain steps, they left her side and began crawling toward the road. Their legs shook with every step, but they kept going, drawn not by instinct, but by desperation. A large truck rumbled down the road. The driver, a man in his 50s, was thinking of nothing but the next delivery. But then movement on the road, two small shapes. He hit the brakes. The truck screeched and shuddered. Dust exploded into the air, slamming the door open. He jumped down, heart pounding, expecting to see roadkill, but instead saw two trembling puppies standing in front of him. One of them stood up on its hind legs, pressing tiny, filthy paws onto his jeans. The other gave a small leap, trying to reach his hand. They didn't run. They didn't bark. They were pleading, not for food, not out of fear, but begging for him to follow. The man stood frozen. Something inside him cracked. Something he didn't even know was still there. The puppies turned, walking back toward the ditch, looking over their shoulders to make sure he was coming, and he did. What he found stopped him in his tracks. The mother dog, broken, bleeding, half dead, stared up at him with quiet eyes. She didn't growl. She didn't flinch. She simply looked and waited. The man knelt beside her, brushing dirt from her face with a hand that suddenly felt too clumsy. Too human, he whispered. I've got you now. That day he never made it to his destination. Instead he loaded the mother dog gently into a blanket. The puppies followed, tails wagging, faintly exhausted. She survived. It took weeks of care, medicine, patience, but she healed. And her puppies? They never left her side. The man, who had spent years believing he was meant to be alone, now had a family he never expected. If you ever drive down that road again, look for the small house with the red fence. You might see a truck parked under the tree, and beside it, a once broken dog now resting in the sunwhile. Her two puppies nap safely by her side. Sometimes love walks on 4 legs, sometimes Shilp arrives not with a bark, but with a silent plea. Thank you for watching this story to the end. If it touched your heart, let us know in the comments. We read every word. And if you'd like to see more stories like this, there's another one waiting for you on our channel.